Take two. Take two. Take two for me and for you. Look at this. It's already empty. The obligatory. Calm. Centering. Grounding. First breath. I'm obsessed with this cup. And this thermos. Who knew? Welcome to Shelf Life 49. Let me check something real quick. Make sure this is straight. That's better. It was kind of driving me nuts. I was looking at it. It looked like it was... Guys, it's been a minute. Happy November. Please forgive me. I took a little bit of a break. The last time I talked to everybody, all this whole area was full of camping stuff, and it remained that way for the rest of the month because after we got camping, I just threw everything here, and I didn't put it away until yesterday because I was like, I need to film a shelf life for my people. Some of my people started even reaching out and checking in on me to make sure that I didn't disappear or something terrible happened. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I feel wanted. But from camping, it was like, I need more of this in my life. More calmness, more stillness, more chillness. That's kind of like how books began. But just to catch everybody up, let's see. Went camping, had a great time. That was the beginning of October when the fall was still fun. And now, I just want to make a note real quick. I originally was going to film this episode with microphones, but I don't know how good those batteries are, and I don't want to film it and then the audio dies. You can hear in the other room from time constraints that my SON is watching SONIC movie right around the corner. So that's the only way this is getting done. If there's a couple sounds of action and adventure, there it is. So bear with me. I appreciate the amateurness of this channel. So, took a little break. I did camping. The weekend after that, I did the Hartford Marathon. You guys all know I'm a runner, or try to be, or I'm a person who runs. Did pretty good. Didn't do as good as I wanted to do overall for the year. Positive, but I mean, there's all sorts of things that I could cut my performance up with and have feelings about, and I don't think that that's very helpful. But marathon's over. Take a break. Start doing a whole lot more strength training. That's been fantastic. And let's see. I had been going go with parts of initial reactions 1, 2, and 3 of Shot and Fro, Michael Lentz. And since then, we haven't really talked about much. So I let my my thoughts kind of marinate because it's been so long. I keep saying it because it's been so long. I had to separate my fun notebook that I normally read out of because I had so many pages from episode 49, and I kept having to flip back and forth. So I did this yesterday. So this might be a longer episode. We'll see. But we let some thoughts marinate with Shot and Fro. So let's see, marinated thoughts. And I'll be reading a lot off of this. Gaslit through a medieval woodcut, a mythology. Still don't know where we are, whether we're in a cell or whether we're in the past or whether we're in the present or whether we're all locked in our own head. Tortured, tormented chaos juxtaposed to the worst silences of suffering imaginable. Quite the experience if the reader is looking for such a thing. Active readers wanted. Also, the big print was fantastic. The book shape was great. The cover, the weight, the loft of the pages, all excellent when pondered over. I really, really enjoyed that book, and I got really used to the quick, even though mentally you could be kind of like still with the content of what's going on. You were able to like treadmill through this book. I really enjoyed that. So I finished it. Really liked it. Medieval woodcuts, totally experimental. Watch my other videos on Shot and Fro, Shot and Froy. I still mess those up. I can feel it when my speedometer or RPM start going too high. And what a perfect spot this is right here. So I finished that book, and I was kind of waiting. It was like end of September, beginning of ending. Yeah, everything is a blur. So I finished Shot and Fro, and that was the only book that I was reading, and I had been waiting for. Get ready. Thomas Pynchon's Shadow Ticket to arrive. This wasn't supposed to arrive until I think it was like October 8th after the marathon. But if I remember, I just looked on Amazon because I ordered it from Amazon because it's not like going directly from Deep Vellum. It was either this or directly from Penguin. So I think I had a gift certificate, money left over. So I snagged this. And it just showed up a couple days early in the mail. And this had been my, all right, after Shot and Fro, I'm reading this. But I had like this lapsed time in between of, well, what am I going to read now? And I got on a real good habit after Shot and Fro reading like 30, 35 pages a day. And I had still had been picking away at Nicomachean Ethics from Aristotle, working on philosophy. And I picked this right back up. I'm on, let's see, I think it's book 5, chapter 3, book 6, chapter 3. And I was able to just pick this up right where I left off. It had been sitting since Strike. Like, not since Strike, no way. Since the summertime. But that had been sitting, it was really easy to pick back up, no problem. And then I'm going to come clean, reveal. We're going to have a talk right now because I have my TBR before dead list, and on that list was a book I had that used to sit right about here. And everybody had something to say in my videos about a certain book, and it was like rage bait. Don't read that book. Get that off your shelves. Blah, blah, blah. And in this lull of a time, I happened to crack this bad boy open. I accidentally started it. Ayn Rand, Atlas Shrugged, humongous, small print. I think it's 1,060 pages, 1,168 pages, and it is tight. It is not like you see how like tight that is. It's very tight. Whereas I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Whereas Shot and Fro, it's a little more loose, a little bigger. Margins more on your side. But I have to say, with all the vitriol and hate that was coming off of this book, look at this. This is also my first experience with deckled edges. I don't like them. I can't like, this is the page. The way I can like snap, the way I was able to snap with Count of Monte Cristo, I was able to, like a deck of cards. This is just sloppy. I don't know, but it has a good loft. I like that. Kind of looks cool, feels older, but I don't know about these deckled edges. What are your thoughts on these deckled edges? It just doesn't look neat. It looks like someone needs the book. But I accidentally started reading it, and I understand what everyone's saying about the politics. The politics in here are very obvious, but I don't feel like it's started. I'm on page like 168 or something. Chapter 5, 6, 7. The exploiters and the exploited. So I'm on that, and it's about business and the morals of business, and a lot of things in this are very obvious. I did have a couple notes. Let's see. Rand. I had a couple notes. I've been annotating it just because I want to know what everyone is complaining about, and I can already start to see it. But The book reads kind of like Goofy. It kind of reads like the way you would expect an overly dramatized 50s movie to be. Like very classic Hollywood type of action. Like I don't know. It just feels very Hollywood. It feels so over the top, fake, but it's like you can see someone's trying to make a point here. I did write a little note at the end of chapter 5. It's been nice having it spelled out. Everything. It's been nice having it spelled out. Everything. No room for interpretation. Kind of insulting. Kind of desperate. Funny in a sad way. Enjoying it. So I have to say, even though I might not agree with everything so far or have grasped all the points that are going to be made, I'm only like less than 10% through. For me right now, it is an enjoyable, mindless exploration of what is going on in the culture around this book. It's very observational for me to be able to sit back and take this Disney ride level reading experience through its course and see what everyone's talking about. This whole idea of like, don't read it because I got a bad attitude about it. Read it, think for yourself, question authority, even if it is cultural authority, and form your own opinions, man. That's what I've been saying since the beginning. So, originally, because November, we're off, I usually like to start big projects at the beginning of the month. I think we're going to keep going. I kind of tried to keep this secret from you guys that I was reading this, but it's too big and clunky to have it be a background book, especially when I'm doing this channel. It's like I can't not talk about it, and I wouldn't be able to give it what if it's good, I'd like to plow through it and get to more books. And if it's a slog, I'd like to get it over with. So this is going to be the next big chunky one, and it's on my TBR Before Death. We'll discuss why when that episode is here. But accidentally started reading this with this. So this is kind of like my in the way. This is like my up and coming, not priority right now. However, this, when it showed up, immediately became top priority. These just was like, oh, gone. So it's like they're not finished or DNF. They're just like in waiting, in queue, because, oh, Sonic sounds. Because this showed up, and this, no, be honest, I'm not liking this. Shadow Ticket, first of all, there was an option that said, I think it said softcover when I ordered it. That might be an Amazon Bezos problem. But I remember seeing paperback was a purchase option. I was like, oh, hell yeah, boop, pre-order. And then this disappointment showed up. And I mean, I had given hardcovers a shot. Steinbeck, Moon is Down. I think I did another one in the past year, but like, dude, hardcovers suck. And here's another thing. What is up with the dust jacket? Like, dust jackets are stupid. I'm going to turn this into a short, too. Dust jackets are stupid. Maybe I'm being wrong here. That's my controversial take. Dust jackets are stupid. As soon as I get this book, we'll talk about that, too. Like, what is the dust jacket for? The dust jacket, right, is the thing that has the cool cover on it, right? All the graphics, it has the little blurbs. How come that isn't on this? And then this is just like a book cover, an actual dust jacket that you don't care about that would protect the visuals of this. But when you take this off to make it more travel friendly, then it's got no cover. This is lame. This is lame. And then these are gonna bend in. You gotta be. You can't just. It's not. It's like having a show car. I don't like it. And then this thing, like, now it looks like garbage. And then I have to play these. I don't like doing this. I don't like hardcovers. So that was a great first impression for having a new first edition of something. It was just, I don't like it. But okay, aside from yourself, whatever that means. So, okay, we got a Pynchon. We got a new Pynchon. It was fun being on the hype train with Shot and Fro. So cool, let's jump on it again with Shadow Ticket. New Pynchon, something relevant to talk about. I don't know if this is just Pynchon's way of doing things, but it seems like whenever I get to the middle of a Pynchon, it gets to be like, because I'm in the middle. I'm on page, let's see, 178. It's 293, so I'm roughly in the middle, a little bit past the middle, and it was fun in the beginning, and now it's a bit of a drag, and it's getting to that point in I'm noticing after all the Pynchons that you get lost in the middle. It gets sloppy. You don't know what's going to happen, and you're a little disoriented. Knowing this, having hung out with Tommy P before, I started a character map. I don't know if you can see this, but I started a character map, and I kind of had to like abandon it for a while because it's like I would get lost in my own character map. And then you would find I would write down a character, and they're never coming back. They were just a useless character, but you thought it was important. And then you think that's going to happen again, and then you find out that character. So this is a mess, but I am trying to figure it out. Shadow Ticket is about like the Prohibition era Midwest, Milwaukee, Chicago, and then to where I am, you'll find yourself Great Lakes, New York, Europe, like getting worldly, Pynchon style. Let's see, some other fun observations. This is a private investigator story that takes place, like I said, during the Prohibition, gangsters, Al Capone period of time. It's fun. And I'm seeing how Pynchon does this snippet of time throughout throughout American history. Very interesting to see how like the canon of his work is being put together versus like one book at a time. It's very interesting. That's a project, the entire Pynchon canon, but relevant. Let's see. So which brings me to Shadow Ticket. I don't know why, but it's not as fun. Part of the break. And that was another thing with taking such a long break. I wanted to have Shadow Ticket finished so I can come back from finishing Shot and Fro to, hey, I took a minute, but look, Shadow Ticket. And it's been, to be honest, a bit of a slog for such a short book. I wasn't expecting it. After consuming Shot and Fro and like, yeah, I could read it. The Pynchon density. It was just like, oh, I remember you. And I get lost the same way from Crying Law 49, not Inherent Vice, Vineland, Gravity's Rainbow, and now this. Same arc of confusion. But it's funny, once you get past that halfway point, you start getting momentum again to want to finish the book. Let's see, Midwest. Private Eye story following a cheese tycoon. It has like it's like the Al Capone of cheese. That seems to be who we're looking for. Like in Gravity's Rainbow, we're looking for the Rocket. This one, we're looking for this cheese tycoon. It feels very wacky primacy. Some of the names, Pynchon is known for his wacky, zany names, but there have been some correlative names. And I thought it was kind of weird that I started reading Atlas Shrugged, and the main character in Shadow Ticket, his name is Hicks McTaggart. And then in Ayn Rand, it's Taggart. So I don't know if Pynchon's playing with this, because I know that's a very politically charged book. He likes to sneak in little winks at things. So I could see that being Mick Taggart from Taggart. Yeah, I could see that happening. Also, there was another one, Peppino. The name Peppino was somewhere recently in Shadow Ticket. And Peppino, that's the name of the gentleman who would escape and change names and do all sorts of favors for the Count of Monte Cristo. Peppino. I don't know if these are on purpose or not, but I think Pynchon is smarter. If you wrote Gravity's Rainbow, you probably know all the little references in your books. So, very cool to see that. There's submarines under the ice on the Great Lakes, big government conspiracies, as one would expect. The protagonist is mangled in this elaborate web of characters happening across the globe. Uh, there's a lot of discussions about politics of unions, union busting, few references to the Sacco and Vanzetti incident. It feels like most. Hold on one second. My sloppy notes and wonderful penmanship. It feels like this is the most political, but this might just be me. Is this me learning Pynchon, or is this obvious? Or is it just so obvious what I'm picking up because I happen to be reading it now when he went to put it out? So, like, am I not picking up on all the politics in Gravity's Rainbow or Crying a Lot 49 because I don't have lived experience through those times when they came out? Make sense? It's an exploration. Pynchon also loves carny music and sing songs, that oom ba ba kind of thing. These disturbing little songs, they're just, I don't know what the gig is. It's very Primus, it's very Les Claypool, it's very wacky, and that just seems to be his style. It it's fun in a drugs are fun kind of way. So I plan on just still rumbling through Shadow Ticket. We'll get there. I'm trying to let go of the neurosis of dates and calendars and making content for everybody. So, all right, let's see. Now, let's flip this over. Plans for the next 60 days or 58 days, whatever. 60 days till the end of the year. What do we have going on? November. I originally, you know what? I wanted to read The Brothers K for November with a couple people online. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So that might be coming up. I have a few gifts in January I'm looking to give out, and I'm going to have a buddy read then. So I'm kind of planning around to stop everything around January. So between now and then, Shadow Ticket, we're looking to finish up. Rand, we're going to finish up. Nico Maki, and Ethics Aristotle, we're going to finish up. And for the rest of the year, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. And we might mood read. I have thought about different projects. So instead of like goal counts or book counts or like just pick something off the shelf, I have a couple of projects. Number one, Pynchon. I already told you. I want to finish the Pynchon canon over time. One of my most famous videos is the discussion on Ulysses and how I want to read that and the project of going through the prerequisites and the right ways to read that. That's another project. Another project, David Foster Wallace syllabus from his college days when he was teaching. I still have a bunch of books from his reading list for his class that I want to finish. I think that's another cool project. To be read before death. Is this up here? Anyways, that's kind of like the main driver of what I have also. I don't need to go purchase a whole bunch. And then, another thing in the book community, Laszlo won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Sick. Congratulations. But also, this is apparently part one of the big book he wrote. So it's like this, War and War, Melancholy of Resistance. Is that him? I don't know. But there's 4 books for Laszlo that make up one big super book. And if it's anything like this, that's a project. And I mean, like, since I started this page and you guys started hanging out with me here at the shelf has expanded quite a bit. And I have quite a lot to read. So I don't want to buy any books. There might be a couple exceptions where it's like, I happen to see something used out in the wild. I might snag that. But like, I have so many books. I don't like, and I enjoy the purchasing of books, and the collecting, but with intentionality. So It's like just all next year, it's going to be like, we have to read what's on the shelves. And that's why I've created these different fun projects to get excited about what I already have. Let's see. I don't have any extras. If you've enjoyed this, thank you so much for sticking with me. I know I could be a lot. Please like and subscribe. Does it help me out a lot? I don't know. My channel's not big enough to understand if it does or not. But I appreciate you. I appreciate this community. I appreciate books. I appreciate reading. I appreciate quite a bit. November, gratitude. We're going to breathe out. I think the break is over. Thank you guys again. Really appreciate it. Comment whatever you think is going on. Comment if you see anything cool. Comment if you hate Atlas Shrugged. If you love Shadow Ticket. If you're in the middle of Shot and Fro. Yeah. Until next time, episode 50 next. And it will not be a big, humongous, long break. I'm going to stop rambling. I have laundry to do and a boy to play with. So, love you. Out.